Hi, I'm Will Shafroth with the National Park Foundation, and I'm joined by Monica Mody, the Vice President of Marketing at Budweiser. Monica, thanks for agreeing to spend some time with me to discuss Budweiser's commitment to national parks and the partnership we have with the National Park Foundation. So first of all, you and I spent a little time together over the years, but I don't know that I know the answer to the question about what is your favorite national park or a favorite place within a national park.
Yeah, so I grew up my formative years in Ohio. So one park that actually that runs quite long, but through our my small town of Solon, Ohio, is Cuyahoga National Park.
Nice.
So a lot of the best memories I have are in that park. It's up there with our bowling alley. The Solon Bowling Alley and the National Park, the Cuyahoga Park are two big staples of my formative years.
What else does the national park system mean to you, Monica?
I am Indian by ethnicity, and it's really cool because I have parents who emigrated to the States because of the American dream and because of all the things and the symbols that they thought of when they thought of America. And, you know, there are things that are staples to the Indian. Whenever Indian people come to the States, there's like a few key places that they must go and travel to, like the Grand Canyon, things like that. To me, just it brings me back to a time where when I was young, my parents, we would drive cross country and stop at every single national park, Yosemite, like it was like the thing to do. So for me, it's very much ingrained, not only in like the immigrant's dream, which I'm very much a product of, but it also afforded me this opportunity to have very meaningful memories as a child. And as a result, I feel very much connected to American culture. When you are coming from an immigrant family, it's very much a rite of passage.
As long as I can remember, Budweiser is one of the oldest and most trusted brands in this country, and it goes without saying that Budweiser is uniquely part of the American identity. And so, tell me about how does partnering with the National Park Foundation align with Budweiser's goals?
I think there's a bunch of layers. I think first, you know, going back to your remark of, you know, Budweiser very much being a part of American culture around since 1876. I think that there's such a brand fit between the National Parks Foundation as well as Budweiser. We're very much a part of the American DNA. Between the national parks and the many parks that you have, and also things that are not parks that belong to sort of your entity, as well as Bud, is like, I think we hold those things and we're so lucky. So it feels like a natural fit. And I think from like a actual functional role in life, emotional standpoint, I think parks and what they offer people point, maybe not the way a beach offers relaxation, but like in that same sort of state of mind, which is like this feeling of freedom, openness, the great wide open, right? The great wide American open. I think there is such a functional fit. And then as it pertains to business, I think for Bud, it's really important for us to innovate and really draw attention to the fact that we are America in a bottle, and really show up to celebrate that wherever possible. Everyone is looking for an excuse to celebrate. So if it can be our role to say, do it in the most iconically American way, red, white, and blue. There's something so nice about connecting our product and proceeds of our product, or the design, the innovation behind the design of our product, to the National Parks Foundation, because it gives that much more of a reason to choose Budweiser during those like key American national holiday weekends and, you know, the days in between.
For those of us who do turn into football, or at least used to for the time being, each year, you know, when people tune into the Super Bowl, not just to watch the football, to see what kind of creative and usually funny and touching advertisement that Budweiser has in store for the annual commercial or commercials that it reveals during the Super Bowl. So with that level of cultural saturation, trust, and reach, how's Budweiser been able to utilize its scale in the partnership with the National Park Foundation?
Yeah, I mean, a big thing for us in terms of that is like, we are not just a beer. I wouldn't even say beer, classic American lager. But we're a category leader, and we're also a cultural leader. And with that comes the responsibility of not just using our scale to market, if you will, a lager that we are very proud of and we believe is the best out there. But it's also to really use our scale to help raise communities. So for us, our values are very much focused on the American spirit, which are about progress, opportunity, and community. So wherever we can use our scale and our product and sort of the commercial benefits of selling our product to help elevate other nonprofits or other community-based efforts to make, the land in which we live, America, a little bit better, any part we can do, whether it's through natural disaster relief efforts, what we do with the national parks, sustainability, it's our responsibility. Anytime we have a campaign or an effort that will have mass reach, we always ask ourselves, like, how is this enriching the lives of people? Not just what's it doing to help our bottom line, but like, do people need this? Will this help people? Can we step away from this campaign and feel like people were better for it, better for being exposed? Everything we've done with the National Parks Foundation, when we've been able to like really lean in on a local level, has been really embraced because it creates that sense of local pride that everyone cares about. And then also, from a design standpoint, it's everything that we're putting on our bottle or in our cans is beautiful. So it helps to elevate, the design of our product as well and create specialness, right? I think that's the important piece too. People like things that are in and out, limited time. So it creates that proper hype that people have an affinity for while leaning in on that local pride, but also having that trusted national brand.
So what are you most excited about on the horizon for Budweiser?
I think it's an interesting moment where Budweiser will have a meaningful role in memories again. And we are a large beer, and we're really proud of that. That's a testament to the fact that, there's a lot of people that drink us. But to have that ability now to be connected to an experience that people were deprived of, I think is going to sort of accelerate people's sort of affinity for us. And that I'm the most excited about. And I've got to imagine it's going to be the exact same thing for when people go back to parks. I think there's just such an interesting parallel.
Well, listen, I want to thank you. Budweiser has been with us for a long time, and you were one of our initial sponsors of Find Your Park, which was a key kind of breakthrough moment for us with our corporate partnership work. And we thank you for being there from the beginning and all the support that Budweiser has provided over the years. And really, thanks for this great conversation, Monica. We appreciate
Anytime.
Your support and your partnership at a personal level, and we look forward to seeing you in person again.
Always a pleasure.
You bet. And for more information of the work that the National Park Foundation and Budweiser do together, please visit nationalparks.org. Thanks so much.
Great, thank you.